All right. So let's start. Because I'm using Mac, so it might be different from you. So when you click on the page that I shared on the Facebook group, then you will come to this one, which is the installation instruction. So depending on the operating system that you are using, then you just choose. So I'm using Mac. I'll click here, and then there's quite an amount of steps here. Like first you need to get the Flutter SDK, and then there's some setup that you need to do. So here there are multiple ways of getting the Flutter SDK. Where first is you can just download the zip. I think the instruction is similar for Windows as well. Or you can use Git to clone the Flutter repo. So I usually prefer this way because in future when you want to upgrade to a different version, then it is better also. So I will do this, even though I have already installed it, I will just replicate some of the steps here. So right now, if you are using the other platforms, feel free to do it now because a study group, it means to get everyone to work on something together instead of just watching me to do all the steps. So feel free. And then if you have any question, you just post it up in the group chat or unmute yourself. Feel free. So I will do this. So here I'm using the Visual Studio Code, and this is the integrated terminal. So if you want to use your console or other terminals, you can also do that. I will do this. Wait for it to clone. Okay, my internet is a bit slow here. All right. So now is what? Export path. Because I already installed Flutter, so I will skip this step. Here it also says that when you run this command, the path variable is only for the current terminal session. So yeah, they are good enough to tell you how to update your path permanently. Okay. Right. For Mac, the installation of Flutter SDK is pretty straightforward. So once you have done the git clone and then exporting the path, you can already do this run Flutter Doctor. Okay. Let's see from the chat. How do I know if I've configured the path correctly? Yeah, the way to find out is you run Flutter Doctor, and then if it shows something like this, then it means that the Flutter is already installed. And Nicholas asks, I have to reinstall. Oh, you probably have already cloned this before. So git pull say automatic merge fail. Yeah. So yeah. Maybe just remove and clone again lah. Okay. Is there any setup needed after clone? I have command not found error. Yeah, that's because the path is not configured correctly. So the steps are here. If you're using Mac, if you are using Windows, let's see. Then you will also need to update your path. There is some property setting to change, and then just add the Flutter path that you already downloaded or cloned just now. And after that, you might need to restart your terminal for it to take effect. Okay, where was I? Flutter Doctor. So here it says that my Flutter version is 1.17.5, which is not the latest version. I can upgrade it. Okay, while we are waiting, Raj asked that can we have an overview of what we will be covering for this entire course? Okay, again, this is not a course actually. It is a study group where everyone gathers together to learn a particular material together. So for each week, we have scheduled a different topic or a different code lab that we can follow together. So this one I have already posted up in the Facebook group where you can find, okay, if you're at the homepage of the Facebook group, you can find it at the units. There's the units here. And then now we are at the first unit, the install with me session, which is what we are doing today. And then next week, we will start on introduction to Dart for Java developers. This one, if you click inside, then you can find the code lab, which already have all the instructions prepared. So the point of the study group is to, if let's say you have faced some issues, you don't know how to continue from there, then you can post it up during the Zoom session, and then we can help one another. Eric is also getting command not found error. Yeah, can you tell us like what is the operating system that you are using? Are you using Windows or Mac? Mac, okay. For the Mac one, yeah, like here in the step 3, this is the temporary solution lah. You just export the path with the current directory plus the Flutter bin directory. So if you want this to take effect on your next terminal session, then you have to follow the steps. So let's see, yeah. Because I have already updated my path. Okay, still downloading. It's taking some time. So you can see that my path has already got the Flutter bin, but that's why it can find the Flutter command. Has anyone installed already or still stuck at some step or still waiting for it to download? Oh, Sandra got it installed. Good, good. Failed to install toolchain. Toolchain. What's toolchain actually? Oh, the Android toolchain, I see. Okay. Okay, Rush and Dylan got it installed. Yeah, it's pretty huge. Yingmin said after I edit the path, the command still doesn't work. Are you on Windows or Windows? Yeah, I'm not very sure about Windows, but from what I can remember, like last time, probably you need to start again to start a new console window lah for it to take effect. Yeah, here it also mentioned. Oh, okay, it's pretty quick. You even got your device installed. Okay, let's see. Is my Flutter upgraded? Yes, it's upgraded. All right. Then we can continue. Eh, oh, this is annoying. On the platform setup, there are two parts. One is for iOS, one is for Android. For iOS one, unfortunately, is privileged for Mac users only. So if you are not on Mac, then yeah, I think you will go straight to Android setup. Yeah. For iOS, you need to install Xcode. This one, Xcode, I think is a huge download. Because the iOS simulator, it depends on the Xcode, so you have to get Xcode installed and upgraded. Since I already have Xcode installed, so I can skip and come to this step. Flutter create my app. So you can create a sample app from here already. Let's see. Flutter create my app. Okay. Since that I already created the app, so I just need to cd and run Flutter run. Okay. No supported device connected. Yeah, probably I need to start a device first. Anyway, this is Spotlight. Okay. Simulator. Okay, let's check out what's in the chat. Upgrading Flutter and fixing Android license issue now. Okay, yeah. After running Flutter Doctor, failed to find the latest git commit. This is weird. Invalid active developer. I'm not sure what went wrong. Does anyone know? Okay. Meanwhile, since I have started the simulator, so when I run Flutter run, it should be able to find my device. Yep. And now it is building and launching. Okay, so now it should be launched on my simulator. Yeah. So this is the sample app that it generated when you run Flutter create. So this is working well, looks good. But usually I don't start it this way. I will just open up the folder, the My App folder. Let's see. Let me open my app. Here you can find the code that is generated by the Flutter create command. So this is what you see, like the scaffold and the app bar. And then there is this text that says that you have pushed the button this many times. And then here at the bottom, I can see the Flutter version and the device. Before that, there are some steps that you need to configure to get to be able to see the things here. So that's the next step, I guess, for the IDE setup. So for Android setup, yes, you need to get the Android Studio. This one I have already installed it. Yeah, I have installed it here. Then first step is you need to set up the Android device, which is here. Oops. I have two virtual devices added here already. If you are not happy, then you can create another one that runs on a different Android version, or else you can just launch from the AVD manager here. Yep, so Android Studio, AVD manager. Maybe I create a new one. Okay, which phone is good? I already have Pixel XL and 3A. Maybe I create a Pixel 2. Q or Oreo? Oreo maybe. So created. I can start. No, this is huge. So I got it running. Here it says that Flutter can also support web. If you are interested to run your app on web as well, then you can follow the instructions here. I'm not sure if I have already configured this before. Yeah, probably you need to switch to a beta channel, because I suppose that the default channel when you install Flutter, it is either, let's see, did I press? Let's run Flutter Doctor. Yeah, it says that the channel that I'm using is the stable channel. So if you are feeling adventurous, you want to try something that is on the bleeding edge, then you can switch your channel to other channels. There are a few. I think just now you have seen there's the beta channel. There is also a master channel. So now I stick to the stable channel because I think that is good enough for me. Oh, default is stable channel. Good, good. So apparently, if you want to try web, then you have to use a beta channel, and then you need to run the config to enable the web support. Okay, next step. So here there are a few choices. One is to use Android Studio, which when you are setting up the Android SDK and simulator, you've probably got it installed. Or if you're like me, you prefer Visual Studio Code, then you can follow the steps here. Eric asked, does that mean that we can't develop web apps on stable? I think so, because the web support is still not stable yet. I'm not sure of the latest update now. Yeah. So if you want to try out the uh, web app support, then you have to switch to the beta channel. Okay, so I got my VS Code, and then there are some plugins that you need to install before you can see these things on your panels. I have installed the Dart plugin. Yeah, it's installed. And also Flutter. So once it is installed, then when you open up a Dart file, you will be able to see the information here. So the good thing about this is you can start your simulator from here. So let's say, okay, I want to start a new simulator, Pixel XL, then I can just click here and then it will launch it for me. I don't even have to go to Android Studio, open up the AVD manager, start the simulator. I can just do it from here. And then when you want to run this thing, you can also go to the Run tab and then press Run and Debug. So now it will try to build and also launch the app on the device that you have selected. Yeah, thanks Sandra for answering question. Welcome Safina. I'm not sure if you have already joined our Facebook group. And now we are following the getting started, the installation tutorial. Okay, so I just started the app from within Visual Studio Code. So I can see it here already. Oops, how do I resize this? Well, the good thing about doing development with Flutter is it has all the hot reloading feature. So if let's say you are making some changes, for example, I'm changing the text here. So here the original text is you have pushed the button this many times. You want to update, and you just hello and save. Once it is saved, then it will do hot reloading, and then you can see your changes immediately. Okay. Yep. So yeah, that's it for the setup. So now if anyone is facing problem and then you would like the group to help you to fix the problem, you can also share your screen if it is too difficult to put it in words. Yeah, feel free to share your screen and then you can unmute yourself. Uh-huh. Yeah, simulators might have this issue. It can heat up your laptop pretty quickly. But if you have your phone or you have spare devices, then you can just connect to a real device. You can run it from there. It doesn't have to be simulator. It will be even better actually on real devices. Need help on deploying to iOS. File doesn't exist. Let's see. This one, I remember that, if not mistaken, you need to at least have started the project once, so you have already run the app at least once on the simulator, then only this will be generated. I'm not very sure about this, but you can try that. The Android version, I think Flutter app can support very old Android versions unless you specify lah, unless you have a package that you want to use and then it needs to run on a higher Android version. If not, then for like a basic, super basic app like this, probably can run on really low Android version. Oh, it can even run on Lollipop. Okay, good to know. For those who want to run on iOS devices, especially the physical device, there are some extra steps to do. So this is what Eric has been talking about, deploying to iOS devices. Has anyone already completed the whole setup, including the code editor? No one still installing? Oh, Sandra has already completed it. Good, good. Mm-hmm. Jean is having issues running Flutter. It is being blocked by Windows. Oh, how is it blocked actually? Is it some permission that you need to enable? Setting up Android emulator. New Android emulator setup requires additional download of 1 gig. Yeah, it's really huge. Okay, no issues now. Yeah, that's a good start. Flutter plugin is not installed for Android Studio. Uh, I'm not sure whether you need to install separately. But then I guess so lah. If not, you will not be able to see like the start a new Flutter project in the first page. Yep, I got it installed here. This one can update. All right, we have about 10 more minutes before we wrap up the session for today. So here in the Facebook group is where we have our discussion. So if let's say you still have any issues, you can comment under the first unit so we can keep track of all the questions and answer here. Yeah, Safina, we will post it up the videos afterwards when we have the video. All right, thanks Nicholas for joining us. So here, yeah, our next session we will continue with introduction to Dart because Flutter is using Dart as its language. So we need to learn the concepts in Dart first before we actually move on to write a Flutter app that will give us a better foundation. I think here, if you have completed, I'm not sure whether you have a button to check it, to mark it as done. I'm still very new to the learning unit in Facebook group. Just trying out the feature here. Audrey asked, where is the bash profile located? Bash profile, it is usually in the home folder. So you can find it. Yeah, it's here. The workshop, yeah, I won't call this a workshop lah. It's just a session where we follow a tutorial or learning materials together. So yeah, next Saturday, and for the next 6 weeks, yeah, we will have this session on 10 a.m. Yes, Nicholas, you are not a Java developer. I'm not a Java developer as well. That code lab, I find that it applies to it's quite generic lah. So it doesn't actually just mean for Java developers. But probably they put it that way because they assume that you already have some understanding on object-oriented programming. Yeah. Yes, Audrey, you can share your screen. But I probably need to stop sharing my screen first. So what I can see from the screen is Flutter Sdk path not given. When you run Flutter Doctor, it cannot find the Flutter command, is it? You got it in your downloads folder. Okay. Then in your create new Flutter project window, I think you can choose, right, the path. Okay. Oh, you need to add a double quote and then press enter. Didn't ask which ID is recommended. Is up to your preference. I am using Visual Studio Code, but I have my colleagues using Android Studio as well. So it's up to you. Are you missing something? Can you press Ctrl C first in your terminal? And then you run the export path command again. Yep. Then can you try Flutter Doctor? Okay, cool. So it can find your Flutter SDK already.
Yongxuan, it's still missing the Flutter SDK. I think I need to add something to the environment.
No, actually here you can just choose you click on the three dots button, and then
Okay,
you,
3 dots.
yeah. You
Okay, then
click,
I just click here, right?
the path, I think you need to click on the Flutter folder. Yeah, this one.
This one. Cool.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one.
Project location already exists.
Oh, that's because your project location, it already got one with the same name. So you can rename this off. Yes.
Oh, okay. So actually I had to type in manually lah.
Yeah.
I remember last time I did something on the batch file, then it just come out. After the upgrade, it just gone missing. The
Or
Flutter upgrade SDK, yeah.
probably it got missing for a while, the path.
Okay. Yeah, I tried to run the simulator again, see whether it works or not.
All
Okay,
right.
strange. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Yongxuan.
Welcome. Does anyone else want to share their screen? Yeah, that's the thing with simulator. I also have, I also experienced that. Okay, it's almost 11 now. So for those who didn't get the link of the Facebook group, Jessica has posted up in the chat. So please join our group for discussion outside Zoom. So if you have any question, you can just put it up there. if you found some useful resources, you can also share with the group. Safina got the Flutter is not recognized as a command. So this is the path issue, the path issue that we had earlier, where you need to add the Flutter bin folder into the path. Yep, that's right. All right, it's 11 now. So if you guys are interested to join for the rest of the other sessions in the series, then feel free. We are having this on every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. And yeah, see you soon. Thanks everyone for joining. Thank you. Bye bye.